Welcome to Eat Your Backyard, my YouTube channel where I talk about all kinds of edible and non-edible plants. And today I'm going to talk about one of my favorites, that I've had a lot of experience growing. That's bamboo, specifically Bambusa, which is the clumping variety. It's the type that doesn't spread rapidly, doesn't send runners out. The kind you're looking at here is a type of Bambuza vulgaris. It is called Buddha belly. It's a dwarf type of bamboo, and you can see the clumping nature of it as the drone flies around it and checks it out. Now look at that little stubby cane there, because we're going to come back to that. I'm going to show you how to grow bamboo from a cutting. It's very easy. I've done it quite a bit, and this is one of the easiest. Anything in the genus vulgaris, Bambuza vulgaris, and there are a lot of types, Hawaiian stripe and all kinds of really cool varieties. They will grow very easily from cuttings. But hey, I know you might not be able to get cuttings, so I'll give you some instructions on how to get into the bamboo experience fairly inexpensively. So now it's time to show you one of the great joys of owning a small clump of bamboo, and that is the trimming. But first you have to headbutt the thornless cactus. One thing for sure, bamboo can get bushy, and it's important, I think, in order to keep it looking really good, to keep the bottom visible and the canes. So you kind of trim off some of the smaller leaves on the bottom and promote a canopy growth effect so that you show all the canes. Now in this video I'm just trimming some of the stuff in the front, but I'll finish it off by trimming all the little stragglers that are around the back as well. You have to decide what height you trim it to. I like to trim it well over my head. Now I've had this clump for close to 20 years, and it's harvested a fair amount of canes from it. It's produced a lot of canes. They stay in this one little area. You can see I just have a cement ring. Occasionally it gets lifted up and I move it out a little bit, lift it up from shoots or roots. One thing is, you can see out the leaf matter around the bamboo. It's not that bad really for a bamboo that size, but they do drop leaves. Now it's time to move on to the Bambuza Gracilis. This is very common to the Bambusa Multiplex, the shrub bamboo. Bambuza Gracilis is much more of a weeping kind of shape. So I give it that trim, that fountain trim. So I trim off the side. Any canes that come out of that cone shape that I want, I just trim right off and it looks fantastic. Okay, so here we are. Remember that stubby piece there? That was one that I had to cut off earlier. Well, I sawed it off, and I'll show you exactly how to do this. It is so easy. Now I have just decent potting soil. Look down in the link. I'll leave a link to the kind of potting soil I like if you want to have a bag delivered to your door from Amazon. But the first thing is to pour about 2 or 3 inches of the potting soil. Spill it on your leg. And once you've got that in there, then you just grab the cutting and rest it on top. You don't want to really have it touching the bottom, but you want to have it more or less in the center. So fill in the dirt around it. Pack it down very lightly. I'm going to water this after this video, and I'll make follow-up videos to show you the progress. But each one of those sections is a place where roots will form, and also each one of the sections above the soil is a place where a potential node will form. Those leaves that are there will die. They will turn brown and die. The cane will remain green, and then over the next, say, 2 to 4 weeks, it'll show growth of little buds on that stalk. Okay, so take a look at this. You can get bamboo straight off the internet. Here's a great variety. Japanese arrow bamboo, super cool straight variety, cold hardy. Here's Oldhamii, one of my favorites. I had a giant clump of Oldhamii, very straight, very good for building with actually. A fairly large bamboo, and you can take it down to 20 degrees. You can order that straight off eBay. Now I have the links to all this in the description. You can support the channel by buying anything by clicking on those links, and I appreciate it very much. So this is purple bamboo, 50 seeds. This is another way to go. But now growing bamboo from seeds can be challenging, but you get 50 chances here. Look at this, orange bamboo. You know, it has an orange shade to it. Another 50 seeds. And they warn you in the description, you know, it can be challenging to grow them, but they guarantee them, and to call them and they'll remedy it, you know, no matter what type of thing. Here's blue bamboo, and as you can see, it definitely is blue. A lot of the bamboo and Bambusa has a bluish wax residue, and it polishes up beautifully. Like, look at this, that shine on the stalk of a bamboo. That's a Timor black bamboo. There's also Laco black bamboo. It's another type of bamboo, so those are excellent. Here's that Hawaiian stripe, some people call it. Type of Bambusa vulgaris. Has those distinctive paint marks down the stalk. That is not as cold hardy as some of the others. That's a tropical variety. The ancient Polynesians actually carried Bambusa vulgaris varieties with them as they traveled the seas because they were so portable as cuttings. Well, thanks for watching, and go ahead and check out the links in the description. Buy something cool. Don't forget to subscribe to Eat Your Backyard.